So when, when MTV dredges up old clips or whatever, does it kind of make you cringe? Does it make you
I cringe. I go, oh, terrible hair. What was I thinking? Oh, what was I, what was that?
Bien.
What?
Let's try again.
No puedo hacer una nota así. Hola.
¿Qué?
Hola, soy Javier Andrade de Noticias MTV con otro capítulo de la serie de especiales Bla Bla Bla, donde los artistas pasan más tiempo frente a la cámara sin tantos cortes. Esta vez las entrevistas corresponden al personaje de estos días, a Madonna, y prueban que es cierto, que como dice, creció junto a MTV. En esta misma ciudad de New York, hace unos cuantos años, aquí funcionaba un club, Danceteria, donde Madonna se dio a conocer. En esa época, mayo de 1984, Madonna concedió también sus primeras 2 entrevistas a MTV para hablar de su primer hit, Borderline. De eso se trata lo que van a ver ahora.
Mark Goodman here this afternoon for JJ. I lucked out. Madonna has decided to drop by, and if JJ were on the air, he'd be doing this one.
Oh.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm very well.
We've been seeing, actually, a couple of your videos here for a while. And people may not be aware that although you were born in Detroit, you're a New York resident now, but you wound up going to England to get your first big acceptance. Why do you think?
Well, actually, I went to Paris.
Oh.
And why did I go there? Is that you going to ask?
I was going to ask why you thought you had to go to Europe first. And
I didn't think
why?
I had to. It's just that when I first came to New York, I was a dancer, and a French record label offered me a recording contract, and I had to go to Paris to do it. So I went there, and that's how I really got in the music business, but I didn't like what I was doing when I got there, so I left, and I never did a record there.
But you're real popular in England, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's just because my records have just done really well there ever since they're first released. So I have a really big following in England, but I actually started out in Paris.
Do you think that there's a difference between American audiences and ears and sensibilities and English, let's say?
Yeah.
What would that be?
Well, I think that England is a really depressed country, so they're a lot hungrier for different things, and music is really important to England. Really, I think basically if you're not a musician or an athlete, there's really not much to do for the youth in England. Seriously. And music is so important, music and fashion for them. And there's a lot more opportunities for Americans, a lot of different ways to disperse your energy, so it's a completely different attitude.
Yeah. You like it over there?
Yeah.
Also, fashion is something that, you mentioned fashion, and it's a big part of what's happening in music now.
Yeah.
You're real influenced by fashion. Fashion is important to you. Do you have fashion influences? Let's say, I don't know, maybe Vivienne Westwood.
Yeah, well, she's one of my favorite designers, actually.
Is she really?
World's End. That's a great store in England.
Yeah.
Great clothing shop. Whenever I go to England, that's where I buy all my clothes.
Are you the designer of your look, your hairstyle, the clothing?
Oh, yeah. Do you think someone else could come up with this? It's all right, you don't have to answer.
Before we go here, you have this leather jacket can we get a shot of, if she holds up the jacket, can we get a shot? And I kind of like it. It's got a lot of graffiti on there, and I wanted to just sort of give America a look at this. Now, of course, I know Andy Warhol.
The front's better, the front's better.
Okay.
Turn around.
And while we're giving America a look at this, maybe you could explain, can you see it? What does boy toy mean to you?
Well, it's my tag name.
What is?
What I
what
write
is
up on walls. What does it mean? What do you think it means?
Oh, you're good at that. Yeah, just turn those questions right around. Who could design that? Well, boy toy is your graffiti name. You spray it on the walls around New York.
But it also has a kind of humorous meaning to it.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
You're a relatively new face on MTV to us.
Yeah?
2 videos now under your belt, and I must say that they're doing quite well.
Yeah, Borderline's doing really well.
A surprise at all to you?
Well, I knew the second video would do really well. I know it's really good. So I had faith in it already, but I'm glad that it is doing as well as it's doing.
Well, it was sort of surprising, and I'm glad. It was a good surprise. What are the next video plans for you, then?
Well,
Do you have
I'm
any of
working on an album right now with Nile Rodgers, and I hope to release the first single from it the first week of June. And I'll do a video to that, yeah.
And how long have you been working on the album?
For the last almost 2 months. It's almost finished.
Wow. What's it been like working with Nile?
Really great. He's a genius.
Really?
I have to say, yeah.
Did you contact him?
Yeah, actually, well, my record company did. But as soon as we met, we hit it off really well and thought it would be a great union. So.
And it seems to have been.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
How has he helped you out over other people that have produced you in the past?
We just have a really good chemistry, and he understands my musicality. He's a trained musician, and I'm not really, and I don't know musical terminology. He can just read my mind. So.
Do you think he really knows how to work with a vocalist per se, then?
Yeah, well, he's very sensitive. I think he could work with anyone that's good.
You're also working on a new record now with Nile Rodgers, aren't you?
Right, I just finished it.
Oh, it's completed?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, great. When is it going to be out?
It'll be out in June, as soon as Borderline fizzles out. Oh, please. No, I'm really excited about it.
Wait, you don't want to say that you want your song to fizzle out on MTV, do you?
No, I just want to put something new out.
Okay.
You can't do that till the other stuff isn't interesting anymore.
Aunque estaba apurada por sacar nuevo material, su segundo disco, Like a Virgin, debió esperar varios meses, pero fue por una buena razón. El primer álbum siguió vendiendo un buen tiempo. Ahora volvemos desde New York con el recuerdo de una joven Madonna.
Hi.
How are you this evening?
On the verge of getting drunk.